the pill, the combined oral contraceptive that, when taken correctly, claims to be almost 99% effective. The tiny pill that women in this country have been instructed to take the wrong way for almost 60 years. Confused? Let me explain. Before we delve in, I've just got to say that if you do consider changing the way that you take your medication, it is always advisable to contact your GP first. Now that's over, let's dive in. The pill was introduced in the UK in 1961, but initially it was only offered up to married women. Now, nearly 60 years on, it's one of the most commonly prescribed contraceptives out there. It's even frequently prescribed to moderate painful periods, heavy bleeding, and for things like acne. Pretty amazing for one tiny pill. According to my prescription, the pill should be taken once a day for 21 days with a 7-day break between each packet. Cue your period. This break at the end of the month is the time reserved for bleeding, menstrual cramps, bloating, headaches, sore boobs, PMS, because, well, it's natural, right? But what if we've been giving Mother Nature a bad press when it comes to managing our period? We've had the tools to avoid them for decades and we've just not been doing it. According to the Faculty of Sexual Reproductive Health, there are literally no health benefits associated with the recommended 7-day period break. They say it's completely safe to take the pill continuously, something that I know firsthand is a huge relief when it comes to managing painful periods. So why do we put ourselves through it? It's not in the science, so what is it that's got us splurging on sanitary products, rewatching Bridget Jones, and enduring the dreaded time of the month every single month? Apparently it all started when John Rock, the Catholic gynecologist behind the pill, introduced the gap to mimic nature because he thought it might help to persuade the Pope to approve his new contraceptive method. There's also an assumption made that women would find this monthly break reassuring. I've been prescribed this kind of pill on and off for years, and I've always felt really awkward about missing my break despite the relief that not having a period would inevitably give my endometriosis. I felt guilty, like by skipping my period I was in some way cheating nature. Like I was wrong, and presumably there was some sort of medical reason behind the prescribed break, and my body would suffer as a result of me opting out. Despite the fact that all it really was this: one man's backfired amendment to an otherwise game-changing sexual health breakthrough that's hugely impacted millions of women's experience of their own menstrual cycle for generations. What's being done? Well, the new NICE accredited guidelines have advised against the pill break, suggesting women ignore the advice on the little pink packets and do what works for them. It's a start. Personally, I'm incredibly frustrated for other women like me who've been kept in the dark for years about a medication that they depend on for contraceptive, pain relief and hormone regulation every day. I'm also stumped that we're in a place in 2019 where contraceptive questions are still, apparently tied up in religious arguments and not based on scientific fact. It's about time that women had the final word on their periods, their bodies, their experience, and their contraceptive choices.